With North Korea on the one hand threatening to test launch bigger and bigger missiles, and President Donald Trump on the other tweeting that the United States should greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability, and later saying, let it be an arms race. Isn't it good to know that the other nuclear weapon states are trying to reduce their nuclear arsenals, setting a good example to both Trump and the rest of the world? Not quite. In fact, as of 2016, all 9 nations with nuclear weapons are either developing or deploying new weapon systems or have announced their intention to do so. Take France. Despite having reduced the overall size of its stockpiles of nukes, President Hollande has allocated a whopping 22 billion euros for the enhancement of its nuclear deterrent capabilities and has developed a new range of ballistic missiles carrying multiple warheads and offering longer range. How about the Brits? Still committed to spending billions on controversially upgrading and replacing their nuclear missile fleet Trident. When British Prime Minister Theresa May was asked if she was prepared to authorise a nuclear strike that could kill hundreds of thousands of men, women and children, she replied with one word.
Yes.
The voice of disarmament, eh? The Russians, meanwhile, are developing a new underwater drone designed to carry a thermonuclear weapon into foreign ports and recently completed nuclear war training with 40 million civilians. Remember, President Putin also threatened to use nuclear force over Crimea. As for China, forget upgrading. The Chinese are actually increasing the overall size of their nuclear arsenal, while China's underground Great Wall could hide as many as 3,000 nuclear weapons. So much for non-proliferation. And let's face it, Donald Trump's own predecessor wasn't that much better on nuclear weapons. Under Barack Obama, the US talked the talk.
I state clearly and with conviction America's commitment to seek the peace and security of a world without nuclear weapons.
But didn't walk the walk. Yes, he reduced the active stockpile of US nukes, but what about the $1 trillion that Obama devoted towards modernizing the US nuclear arsenal and the announcement on his watch of the first smart nuclear bomb, the most expensive of its kind ever built? So yes, be afraid when you read reports of how Trump once asked an advisor 3 times, why can't we use nuclear weapons? But also be aware of the enormous nuclear-sized hypocrisy exhibited by many of his critics, both at home and abroad.